We'd now like to welcome Travis Rodgers to our studio. He's the host of the Travis Rodgers Morning Show, the only live morning sports radio broadcast in the LA market.
Absolutely.
Welcome to the show, Travis.
Thank
you for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Now, in Orange County, Angels baseball is the biggest sport around, as you very well know. But the Angels have played a pretty dismal season. I mean, when they hired these big paid athletes, I thought we were going to see a great show.
Yeah, I think everybody was hoping for a great show. It certainly wasn't. You know, it's funny. You can make the best plans, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. And this season, it didn't work. And I think that everybody from the top all the way down to the players, certainly to the guys covering the team, and more so than anybody than the fans, it's been a disappointment. This was not a team that was supposed to flirt with a 500 record. This was supposed to be one of the best teams in baseball, and they were well short.
Like you said, with a 79-81 record this year, do you think the Angels can make a comeback next year? Are we going to see a cut in management?
No, I think they're going to be okay. Again, you can make good plans, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to succeed, but I don't think it's as dire as a lot of people think. I think that they have a lot of core pieces in place. They have the best player in the league in Mike Trout. They have a very effective guy in Mark Trumbo, hits a lot of home runs, drives in a lot of runs. The biggest thing that needs to be addressed is the starting pitching. They've got three guys now with the addition of Garrett Richards. You got C.J. Wilson, you got Jared Weaver too, who are there and have done a really good job. But beyond that, there's a lot of question marks. They didn't lose because they didn't score runs. They lost because they couldn't get anybody out. That needs to be addressed, whether it's through a trade, whether it's through free agency. Time will tell. But it's not that you need 10 new pieces. You need one or two, and I think that everything clicks back into place.
Now, we've also been following the lease agreement. Are they thinking of moving the Angels? Like, where would they go?
Well, as far as where they would go, that would be a question for somebody much higher up the food chain than me. I think that the Angels are very happy in Anaheim. I think that they would love to come to some sort of an agreement, but it's a long way down the road. They just extended the negotiating window. It's years and years away. And like people ask me about Mike Trout and his contract being up, that's still 4 years away. Things that are that far away, so many things can change between where you are now and where it's going to be, much less a week to month, a year from now. We're talking several years. If I'm an Angel fan, I'm not worried about it at this point.
You mentioned Mike Trout. Do you think they're going to act sooner on renewing that contract, or are they going to let him slip through their fingers?
It's one of those things. First of all, it takes two to tango. It's one of these things that I'm sure the Angels would love to have him stay here for as long as they possibly can. He's the best player in the league. He's young. He's affordable at this point. The sooner they do something, the better it is for the Angels. The question is whether or not he wants to stay. I think that he probably would. This is a nice place to live. It's a great place to play. They're great fans. But he's in a unique situation that he's going to be a free agent when he's 26 years old. Usually you're about 30 at that point. So he's going to have an opportunity to do it once and maybe even do it a second time. Usually you get one crack at that. He's going to get two. The sooner it done, the cheaper for the Angels. The sooner it done, it guarantees some sort of financial security for Mike Trout. So the sooner that they can get to it, an agreement, and get the first one started, then the second one is a different conversation. But I would imagine that everybody's very, very aware of how good he is and how valuable he is.
Well, I know he's definitely one of my favorite players. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have. You can catch the Travis Rodgers Morning Show on KLAA 8:30 from 6 to 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. Travis, again, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.